Bear Tattoo here. The Bears are going to play Dallas on Sunday Night Football. And there's lots of people that think the Bears are a terrible team. I'm not one of them. If you listen to any of the Chicago radio stations, there's a few out there that are trying to find the good in the Bears, like Mully and Handley. They're trying to find the good. In fact, both of them think that the Bears can win the game. But there's other commentators on 670 The Score that all they want to do is find the negative in everything. One of them is saying that the Bears are a national embarrassment. Well, and what kills me is they say that, and then 2 minutes later they say, but they might be able to win. So, and they call Brian Hoyer Brian Poopington. So, here's the deal. The Bears are who they are. They became who they are because of some crappy general managers. Jerry Angelo brought in Jay Cutler, and he continues to be Jay Cutler, and people just need to accept that. Why do they keep beating up on him? Why do they keep, finding fault in him? He's not Tom Brady. He's not Brett Favre. He's not Aaron Rodgers. He's Jay Cutler, and he's going to make mistakes. He cost the Bears the game against the Eagles. He had two critical turnovers. A fumble, which didn't lead to anything, but it stopped the Bear drive, and then the interception that led to a touchdown. So, he cost them the game. They were in it until that happened. So, people need to quit bitching about Jay. So, they got Brian Hoyer. More than likely he's going to play. I see all this stuff on the internet where they think he's lobbying to play. I hope he doesn't play. I want to see Hoyer, because here's the deal. People think Hoyer's so bad, but he took over in Houston last year, and they went to the playoffs with him. And I was listening on the radio today. He had like a 90 quarterback rating at the end of the season until the playoff game, and he threw 4 interceptions in the playoff game and against Kansas City. So I think he's somebody that's capable of doing what they need to do. So hopefully they won't succumb to Jay wanting to play injured and do the same things that he does before. He can't hold on to the damn ball. His thumb is screwed up. He can't hold it. You saw that when he fumbled. And then many of his passes were like 10 yards short of the receiver. So here's the deal. If they protect Hoyer and they run the ball, I think they have a chance. So here's something. Running the ball. Langford? No way. Howard? Yeah. Let's give this guy a chance, because obviously last week they must have been upset with Langford because they pulled him in the first quarter and they put Kadeem Carey in there, and now he's hurt and he's not going to play. So let's see what Jordan Howard can do, because when he was in there, he was moving the ball. So that's one issue. So the other problem that the Bears are going to have is, I've got competition here with the dogs, so you got to bear with me. Be quiet. Anyway, I'm thinking that the offensive line is going to start coming together. They haven't had that much time to work together. So I think that the more weeks that go by, the better off they're going to be. But don't pass the ball. Don't put Hoyer back there to get his butt kicked. Run the ball. If they have to pass, so be it. But it needs to be short passes, quick releases, that sort of thing. Because we know Leno and Massey cannot stop the rush. And you got a very inexperienced setter in Whitehair, and Long is hurt, and he screwed up last week too. He missed a lot of blocks. So I think they just need more time to gel. So that's that issue. The other issue is the defense. Beat up. We lost Goldman. That's a big, huge issue. Will Sutton's going to play in his place. I like Will. I think he tries very hard. He may not be the best nose tackle in the world, but he tries. And we lost Houston, so that means Leonard Floyd is going to be the man on his side. So, and then in the defense, Amos is hurt, Callahan's hurt. I don't think those guys are going to play. They're in concussion protocol, so I don't think they're going to play. So we're going to have to go with who we have, and they're going up against a rookie quarterback. Yeah, he beat Washington. Big deal. Kirk Cousins, come on. They're not that good. I don't think they're that good. And we found out that Houston's not that good either. Just ask the people from New England. So anyway, I think we have a good chance of competing. We can't turn the ball over. We can't have penalties. And on the defensive side, they got to step up. They got to stop this. And the thing that we lacked last week against Wentz is a couple of things. They didn't get to him, and then when he flushed from the pocket, he hurt us. So they've got to contain him in the pocket, and they've got to get to that. I think his name's Dak Preston. They've got to contain him and keep him in the pocket and get to him and sack him. Put pressure on him. So those are some keys. Now the other thing that I want to talk about is all this crap on the radio, the Chicago radio, about whether or not the Bears are in a rebuilding year. And people are ticked off, the media and fans, because the Bears won't admit they're in a rebuilding year. Wake up, people. They got rid of Bennett. They got rid of Forte. The year before, they got rid of Marshall. They're in a rebuilding year. Live with it. We're not going to win the Super Bowl this year. Got it. If we can win a game, it would be great. So people need to accept that and look at the positives. Don't take the whole game and say, oh, they lost, they suck. Look at the game. Look at what they accomplished. Baby steps. Can they move the ball? Do they have a good drive? Do they score some points? Those are going to be important. Alshon is important. We need him to play. He's a playmaker. So I still think the Bears can win this game. And we'll see. The other thing about the media in Chicago, one of those guys, I think his name, Barry Rosner, I think is his name. He says that John Fox is not very communicative and he better watch out or they'll run him out of town, the media. What a joke. I mean, they're not going to run him out of town. I mean, people need to face facts. He and Ryan Pace inherited a piece of crap from Jerry Angelo and Phil Emery. Phil Emery drafted Shane McClellan as a #1 draft pick. The guy was a moron, and Trestman's a moron. Look at what he's done. They ruined the team. And so I think Fox and Pace need our patience, and I think eventually they'll come back. We got to see what White can do. We got to see what Leonard Floyd can do. We got to see with some of the other picks that Cody Whitehair, some of the people they brought in, Bobby Massey. You know, he can't block on passing. Okay, then run the ball. So I'm saying the Bears can win this game. They just need to realize what they can do and what they can't do. So hopefully Sunday night they'll come through with the victory. And I'm really counting on Brian Hoyer, because this guy, he's like 11-5 in his when he starts a game. So he's not a loser like all the media in Chicago thinks he is. So let's see what happens.